Hi, this is Anthony Parent, partner here at Parent LLP, the IRS Medic, and in this video I am going to be talking about the Connecticut Tax Amnesty and what to do if you can't afford to pay it. Right about now, this being about the end of September, if you owe money to the State of Connecticut Department of Revenue Services, you probably received a notice indicating that if you pay about 75% of your tax bill, everything will go away. Well, for many people, coming up with that 75% is a bit of a problem. So in this video, I'm going to talk about your 4 options of what you can do if you can't pay this amnesty amount. You may be able to pay the DRS will give you time to pay. You won't get the same deal, but if you can come up with the money in 12 months, that might be an option. That's not the greatest option, as most people can't come up with 12 months either. Another option is that if you could present your financials to them and show that you don't have an ability to pay, they'll give you a reduced payment agreement, and they'll want to review your financials in another year or so. Your next option is an offer and compromise. The offer and compromise typically won't be as good of a deal as this amnesty, but it will get you some time to try to come up with the money. Something that we tell our clients is that getting an offer and compromise accepted by the state is much harder than with the IRS. And the reason is, think about this: the federal government can print as much money as it wants to, essentially. Meanwhile, the state of Connecticut only gets the only money they can spend is what they get in through taxation or borrowing. So they really need the money, and there's no statute of limitations on how long the state of Connecticut can collect on a debt, whereas the IRS has a limited amount of time. So where it might make sense for the IRS to accept a deal because they only have so much time to collect, it doesn't quite make the same amount of sense to the state to collect on a debt because they essentially have forever. So it's just something to be aware of. And we have gotten offers and compromise through successfully, but for much lower amounts, but there's some special circumstances there. But one big way, one option that a lot of people do use is filing bankruptcy to get rid of personal taxes. Now, there's a whole bunch of rules on that, but that might be another option of yours to consider. Now, one thing that a lot of people don't think about is that when they have a state of Connecticut tax problem, they probably have a federal tax problem. Now, we've established that negotiating a state tax problem down to a low level can be difficult without bankruptcy. So what's really essential is that when you're trying to solve an IRS and Connecticut DRS problem, that you do so at the same time. That is, when you settle with the IRS, you want to make the IRS aware that, hey, I owe money to the state too, and this is what I have to pay them each month. And that way you could reduce the amount that you're going to repay the IRS. If you don't do this, then the IRS may seek the same money that you're paying to the DRS. And that will create a whole bunch of problems. But ultimately, if you do owe money to the DRS, something that you have to deal with, unless you plan on joining the underground economy, something that obviously I can't advise to do. But that is really the only thing that you do have to deal with it. Otherwise, this will follow you around forever until you die. If you don't deal with it, it's growing bigger and bigger every day. Now, we know dealing with the state can be a little bit difficult. And so if you are having problems with it, we hope that you would give us a call, and we can see if we can help you out. Our number in Wallingford is 203-269-6699, and we hope we can help you out. Again, this is Anthony Parent of Parent LLP, the IRS Medic, and I thank you for watching.